Welcome guys, this is Edwin, and today I'm going to disassemble and do a deep cleaning of this full-size custom commander by Ernest Emerson, okay? And when we are talking about a custom, we're talking about a knife that was handmade and hand ground by Ernest Emerson himself. And you can look at that logo, right? That says Emerson Specwood Knives, right? That's one way to tell. I used this knife for some food prep like a week ago, and usually when I use my folders with food and all that, no matter what, I like to just disassemble it, make sure I clean everything just in case, And with Emerson's, usually you just need a flathead screwdriver. You will also need, inside the customs, you will have Phillips screwdrivers inside and in this Benchmade clip, right? And then just soap and water and a toothbrush, right? Or, I use this for my guns and stuff like that, but it's the same thing. So let's go. And again, I did a video of this in the past, but I was going to disassemble this and I decided, you know what, let me just turn on the camera. Hopefully it helps someone out there. And and if you have never seen a commander inside or a custom commander inside, hey, here we go. Let's do it. Hopefully I don't mess up, right? No, and one thing with Emerson, they're very, very simple. I've been, collecting Emerson for a while, guys. It's been probably, I don't know, 12 years or more, or probably more. I think it's way more than that. And usually what I do, everything that I remove, I'll just drop it there, okay? I'm just keep dropping stuff down there. Now I'll switch to my flat screwdriver for this, and what I do is that I put my fingers there just so I don't scratch anything in case I slip or something. Okay, there, hopefully I'm in frame. And again, it's just flat screwdrivers, very simple. You see, one of the things that I mentioned in the past with customs is that you will notice that Ernest Emerson process or methodology is that he will mark every piece with the same value. So in this case, you will see is the number 1. So my expectation is that everything is marked with a 1 right there. It's a 1 for that liner, and everything will have that 1. And that's one of those telltales that you have the real deal, okay? One of those little things, So I'm removing all those, flat screws and just doing that. And again, one of those things I like to do every time I use my knives with food. I know it's not 100% needed. It's like, oh my God. But hey, it's part of my hobby. It's, I enjoy it. It's therapeutic. It's fun. It's fun. At least for me, while the kids are playing outside. Now be very careful, right, with that pivot screw. I put my fingers, and again, it's just in case I slip, I don't scratch that that bolster, right? Because that's one of those things you will see with a lot of bolster knives, that scratch when people try to play with it. So you see it's a little bit dirty right there. And then inside the custom, you will see these Phillips screwdrivers, and that's it for the most part, okay? Let me remove this other bolster from the other side. Okay, that's removed. In theory, I can remove the blade as well, but I'm just going to keep it like that so I can remove the liner first. Okay, so let me remove this. And guys, it's very simple. What I'll do is that I brush everything, the micarta and everything with that toothbrush, and then I just let it dry. And what I'll do is that I'll make sure that I'll stop the video, right? I remove this. There's that back spacer, G10. I'm dropping this liner in the water. You see a little bit dirty right there. I'm going to remove that washer. It's just 2 washers there, and everything going back to right here, and the liner, and that's it. Everything is down there in the water with soap. And again, I'm going to start brushing everything really good, especially the micarta, making sure I clean that, and then we'll put it back together. So let me stop the video right now. Hey, we're back, guys. It took probably an hour or so. I was doing something else, and now I have all my different hardware pieces dry, completely dry, and I'm going to put it back together. And one thing you will notice in this reassemble is that I'm not using any Loctite, I'm not using any oil, because for this specific model, I find it very smooth with any, and I don't have problem with the pivot losing and all that, okay? But of course, if you start finding problems that your pivot is getting loose, yeah, just use some blue Loctite or purple Loctite. Or you see, if I have some bearing pivot, right, I will put a little bit of the Tough Light oil on it. I don't have it here right now, but that's the oil I use. And let's put it back together. Usually what I like to do is I start with the liner that has the lock in it, and I want to put everything back regarding that pivot, and then I move on, okay? Of course, I'll have this right here, right? So what I'll do is that I'm going to start putting the pivot back together. It's that D-shaped style pivot. This is the bolster that should be there. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to align that D shape into the liner right there, okay? It's pretty straightforward. In this case, I like to tie this screw right here off the bolster just to keep this from moving and, and causing me issues. So I'm just going to tie here this real quick, just a little bit, nothing crazy, I keep my fingers around just to make sure I don't mess up. Okay, and now I have this portion tied a little bit, and and right there. So, oopsie, sorry guys. So now let's put it back together right there. I'm going to lay it in the mat, and we're going to start the process of building it back together. So we'll have the washer. Again, in this case, I don't put any oil to it. It's your preference. If you want some, that's fine, guys. I have no complaints about it. Then I'll put that blade stop, right? And man, what about that Elvia release? It's always exciting, right? When there's a new model coming out, and it's a new knife, new folder, and people go crazy for it. And I always love that. It doesn't matter what company it is. In this case, it's from my favorite maker, right? But dude, I love when all that is happening. It's always fun to see and experience. And when you are involved in the community and you see all that energy, it's super, super fun. So that's very, very nice. Okay, I'll put this here. Now I'm going to put the other bolster on top. I'm keeping pressure right here, okay, guys? And that spot, that blade stop is the one guiding me in this case for where I need to go. I'm just putting a little bit of pressure here. Now I'm going to line this up. And I'm not worrying right now about centering or anything like that. I just want to put everything in place, and then I worry about centering if I need to. Sometimes it's just perfect. So now I'm going to put that screw right there, the little flathead screw. But yeah, man, talking again about that Elvis, it's always exciting, when you get a new knife from a complete new model from a company. I'm getting from Benchmade this little slip joint kind of looking thing, I think on Monday, and I'm excited to get that as well. I'll make a video about that one. It's from Benchmade directly because it sold out right away. Now, okay, so I have this portion of the blade ready to go, and now I'm going to focus on aligning this back spacer with those holes and setting up those Phillips screws right there, okay? And I might need to go a little bit out of camera or out of frame here. It's okay, just so I align this. Now I might need to make sure I align that back spacer correctly. And again, I'm just, just making sure I align those holes right there. You see that? That's all I'm doing. It's pretty straightforward, but behind the camera is a little bit of sometimes a little bit of pain. So we put that, and now this last one. Come on, dude. Right there. No. Let me align this again. Right there. Perfect. And now let me tighten that in. That's where, we're done with the difficult part. Usually making sure you don't screw up the bolsters and stuff like that, scratch it or whatever is the main problem. So take your time. There's no need to be in rush with this. Just enjoy it. And again, I put no oil on it. For the most part, it's always, now I'm just testing that functionality. Now is the time that you look at that centering. That is perfect. So no problem if I need to adjust that pivot or not. In my case, it happens to be perfect right now, but that's not always the case. I love that, it feels great. So yeah, I'm just going to continue and put the micarta and the clip, and we'll be ready to go. And again, I use, water and soap. What type of soap? Dawn, guys, Dawn. I'm not being sponsored by Dawn. It's just what the wife has around. So that's all. And let me put this here. Maybe this is here. And this is easy, right? The micarta, just align it. No rush. That's the key on not scratching your knives, guys, or your firearms. It's always, when you're in rush mode, is when things go south. So you can see pretty straightforward. Now I'm putting this back together here. Let's put the other side. Again, I'm putting the little screws right there, flat screws. Let's put it here. And yeah, this is basically how to put back a custom. Hopefully, if you have never done it because you are a little bit concerned about it and all that, hey, that's normal, guys. That's okay with everything. Just hopefully this video helps you take that step of, hey, you know what, I should be able to do this. So yeah, and that's it, guys. Look at that micarta, very clean now. Oh my God, I don't know if you remember, it was like all dark brown because of all the oils and all that. Look at that blade. Ooh, look at those grinds. Oh my God, I can look at this all night. Yes. And then, put the clip. I don't know if I need to spend another minute with this. Oh my God, this is going to be long. But, I'll put the clip and we are done. And again, guys, while I'm putting this, I'll go with my little outro, right? If you have any question, feel free to jump in on YouTube comments, Instagram. I'm always posting there and having a blast, and or the Facebook groups. I'm usually in that ECOC or Emerson operators, just having a good time, and USN forums and all that. And guys, this community is awesome, and learning a lot always from the guys that have been doing it longer than me regarding, collecting and all that. It's always a great time. And that's it. Your full-size Commander ready to rock. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.